Hello and welcome to another week of Mondays with Jordan. If you have been with us before, welcome back. If you haven't, I apologize. I'm not that entertaining. So let's get started. I don't really have a set topic today, and hopefully my connection is much better than last time. You guys know I was having an internet connection issue. I found out it was actually my apartment building, not my router, so that's good. I thought about maybe doing a Halloween costume because we talked about it last time, but this is about as schoolgirl as it gets without being totally pornographic, so glasses, schoolgirl, done. Hi, Jersey. Also, I'm a little winded. Oh, I just had some friends stop by. They came into town to visit, and they bought a lot of booze that they didn't drink. So they brought it to me. Of course I'm going to say yes. Hi. My favorite cereal. I really like Frosted Mini Wheats. Kind of like I feel like an older person cereal, but I am getting older. Also, if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, I know I put it in the little caption thing, but hold on, is this backwards? Wait, there we go. That's me on Instagram. Sure, ask me anything you want. What's your question, Adam? Oh, still waiting, where'd it go? Have I heard about the Kodamas, and would you try to tattoo one? I'm not sure what that is. What is that? Honey oat cereal. No. My friends that actually brought their extra liquor brought cereal with them too. They're like, hey, you might want this. Sure, why not? Do I have a boyfriend? I do. Hi, Jessica. Hi, everyone in Atlanta. Must have back problems. I actually don't, surprisingly. I think something about fake boobs. They aren't quite as heavy as real ones. My favorite tattoo would probably have to be my most recent one. I'll show you guys. This one right here, my dagger. This one was done by Elijah Wynn. I got it done at the Galveston Island Tattoo Convention. If any of you guys were there, you may have seen me sitting around. And sorry if I missed any questions. There's a lag in the questions and the answers, so I'll try to get to as many as I can. Hi! Feeling kind of pin-up-y in my red lipstick today. Thank you. Oh, and also, I'm going to be talking about this a lot of the time that I'm on, but if you guys go to the ink shop and use my code, you can get 20% off. Any more tattoos I'm getting? Yes, I actually set up an appointment, an official one. I know you guys have been waiting for me to get my back done, but we decided to go ahead and finish this arm. I'm doing it with a different artist, but we set up an appointment this month for the 27th, so I'll probably be going live for that. I also have a appointment November, I want to say 12th, maybe? It's on a Monday, but I'll be doing that live instead of talking to you guys. I know, it's cold. I was told to dress a little more provocatively because the ratings were going down. What's my name? My name is Jordan. Do I have any leg tattoos? I do. I have this one here, which is actually from the same flash book that I got this one from. I also have one on my foot and the shin, and then I have one, get a little bit closer so you guys can see, I have one right there. Oh, I got a huge bruise. It's finally going away. It was so bad. Sorry, my laptop is dead. I can't find my charger, but I'd like to be able to read your questions without, you know, doing one of these because I'm on my phone. Do I have? I'm not sure what that means. Last time we talked about Halloween. That was actually a really fun topic. Have you guys come up with any more costume ideas this year? My first tattoo was actually all of this hideous mess. Can't really show you the rest, but it goes down about here. Funny story. The punctuation was wrong, so we had to kind of cover it up. And this bird here, so back in high school, I don't know, I was trying to be like, I wouldn't say alternative, but I was definitely trying to branch out a bit. And I used to have this necklace with that bird on it, same size, this damn bird that I wore. It was gold, and I wore it around my neck every day with another necklace that had brass knuckles on it. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. Thought I was such a badass. And then I got it tattooed on my body because that was a smart idea at the time. Let me see. Wow, I decided not to do like any eye makeup today because you guys are saying, oh, wear less makeup. Obviously, I'm gonna wear my lipstick, but I feel like a clown. I might have some lipstick on my teeth. Oh wow, we're getting a lot of questions. Okay. Yes, I would say this is more provocative. Look at that. Last time I tried to kind of dress like in a Morticia-ish vibe, but apparently it was too much clothing. Where do I live? I live in Austin. Yes, my chest is artificial. See, yeah, I know. Turn on the heat. You look a little chilly. Meh. It gets too fucking hot. Oh, thank you. How did you see my dream catcher? How can you? Can you guys see more than I can? There it is. Oh. Oops. Are my boobs real or fake? They are real expensive. Thank you. My dog's freaking out. I live right next to the dog park, and there's some pup-ups out there. Yep, I'm in Texas too. I even lit a candle back there to kind of set the mood, give it an ambiance. So any questions, guys? I know we addressed a lot of the same ones, but whenever I tried to do a topic last time, no one really wanted to talk much about the topic. What cup size were they before the surgery? You know, bra size is real subjective. I really am not sure. I would say probably a B-ish. Maybe? I don't know. My forearm tattoo, sure. Well, I guess it depends which one. Probably this one. This is my swan. It was also by the same person that did most of my tattoos, but what's the candle scent? It's pumpkin pie, obviously, for fall. But yeah, I was going to go back to the same artist to do my arm, but I started to decide that almost all of my tattoos are by the same person, and not that I'm running out of room or anything, but I want to start adding pieces from new artists because I feel like that's the whole process, is collecting, and unless you find an artist that you truly trust and you don't want to branch out, I understand. But I'm getting this one done by, oh my gosh, I always pronounce her name wrong, Annie Frenzel. Frenzel? She is German and is a badass, and I've been a big fan for years, and she's going to be doing my arm and my back. Yeah, Texas is a little too hot. How old was I when I got my first tattoo? I was 18. Begged my parents. I was going through some crap, and I said this would be like a way for me to heal and start over, and then it, you know, was spelled wrong. So, learned my lesson. And then I guess I can show you guys details of this one. This one, you know, if I were to give one piece of advice on getting a sleeve, unless you're putting it together with like really American traditional pieces, or you just truly want pieces from different artists, map it all out. Come up with a plan with your artist. It's not difficult to piece together a sleeve, but it is sometimes when it's done by a bunch of different people. But this was put together in several different stages. I never planned on going past my elbow at the time. That obviously didn't happen. But it's really PC. It's kind of like a Where's Waldo. There's all types of things in there, stuff that you probably wouldn't notice right off the bat. But kind of a hodgepodge, but you know, I still like it for the most part. Let me see. Do I have any tattoos on my belly? The only thing that I really have is this one on my sternum. And this kind of goes over a little bit, but yep, that is my poppy. It's my favorite flower. I do have another poppy right there. Kind of hard to see, but there's the poppy pods, and there's a dagger going through it. My style has definitely changed since I've gotten this sleeve done. Well, okay, I'm not going to go into it, but I knew what I wanted, but my artist kind of went into a different direction. Let me see what else we have here. There's so many questions. When do you think you'll stop getting inked? I don't know, but you know what? I've discovered that I really do have quite a few on the front, but I don't have anything on the back. I don't have my back done. I don't have anything on the back of my legs, and I'm not sure if I want to start that yet. I have an appointment to get this one filled next month. I'm getting a bat put on there, but I might put it on the back of my leg. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. The most painful tattoo. My foot sucked. But I did have to have it done 3 times because at the time the artist, I didn't realize he was just an apprentice, which is fine. There's tons of talented apprentices, but he didn't really know quite how to pat color in, and we had to do it several times. This is, oh god, okay, try not to fall. I haven't had a pedicure. I'm keeping my toes covered. But that is my owl. And fun fact, the time on the clock is my parents' wedding anniversary. They were high school sweethearts, so I thought that was sweet. Let's see. So yes, Joshua, I should do the back of the leg. I don't know. Okay, I'm trying to scroll back to see if we've got anything else on here. Show your bubs. So from now on, these are going to be my bubs. Sorry, we're getting a lot of the same questions. I don't want to just keep repeating them. Hello. Have I ever considered a full body piece? I mean, at this point now, it's not really something to consider unless maybe I guess I did it on the back of my body. But no, I've kind of always wanted to piece things together, start collecting, which is why I'm finally branching out and using different artists because everything I have is almost from the same person. But no, I think full body tattoos are badass if you're that committed. This is the most I've actually had to talk. No, that sounds terrible. It's because anytime I try to wear more clothing is because I'm trying to cater to both men and women on this live feed. But I guess at the end of the day, sex sells. So bring out the bubbies, I guess. Thank you. Guys, don't forget to go follow me on Instagram. I had to write this backwards because, there we go. That's my Instagram. How many more tattoos am I going to get? I'm not sure what I don't really have a plan on how many more I'm going to get. I guess, well, my parents are, I keep bringing up my parents, but I don't have a lot of friends. They think I'm going to cover my entire body, but I told them all of this is going to stay clean. I'm not opposed to getting my neck done. Oh, question. Here's a good topic. What do you guys think about, I feel like more and more women are getting tattoos up to their jawline. Like, I'm all for right here on the sides. I think it can look really classy if done well. But I've started to notice more and more women going way up to almost like it's starting to look like a chin strap, like a beard, and I don't know. I just, what are y'all's thought on that? Hi, Andy. Have I ever visited Egypt? I never have. See, I tried to bring up a topic and I don't really have anyone. Where did I get the horse lamp from? Oh, I got it from Home Goods. Home Goods. Do I have any tattoos on my hips? I do have one. I'm not sure. I guess we'll just pretend that this is a, well, let me see how I can do this. I'm not really, no, I don't want to get up underneath my chin. I do have one on my hip, but I'm trying to figure out, I'm not sure what Facebook, like, allows, like, to show. Okay, no, this is fine. I do have one right there. It says, "Let It Be." That was one that I got, how cute are these underwear, though? That was one that I got when I was still in high school, and I wasn't allowed to have more than the one that I already had, so I had to get it really, really low to keep it hidden. Okay, good. We've got some stuff on neck tattoos, opinions. No jawline. I'm covered, but no jaw. Neckline is fine. Nothing higher. Jawline, no. Yeah, see, I agree. I do think that I would probably get a neck tattoo. Maybe just what I really want is 2 corresponding ones on the side. But I don't think I could handle the full throat one. I already have like a man face, like I have that really structured jaw and chin, and I think that would just make it more pronounced. I can't even tell you how many people, not necessarily on this live feed, but whenever I used to do stuff with the Chive, were convinced that I was a guy. Like, if I'm a guy, shit, high five to me, I'm doing a pretty damn good job because I think I look pretty feminine enough. Let's see, what else do we have here? But no, I'm not planning on getting my chest done. Back of the neck, behind the ear. You know, I've never been a big fan of just tattoos behind the ear. I'm either go big or go home. That's kind of why I don't have, I mean, I have quite a few tattoos, but I don't have tons because I see so many people with just little ones everywhere, which is fine, but I like a more cohesive, full, finished piece. But little ones, I only have a couple little ones. Let's see here. Sorry guys, I'm missing like all of these. This red lipstick's going truly everywhere. Hello, Atlanta, Georgia. Go big or go home. Do I have any piercings? You know, I used to have a dermal right here. I had my septum pierced for years before the whole septum ring, like, trend kind of came back. I think it became sort of like a fashion thing. But I had it in high school, had it throughout college. I wore it flipped up most of the time because I went to Texas A&M, and having tattoos as a woman there anyways was kind of out of the ordinary. But I had my septum, had my dermal. I've always had ears, and then of course I've had belly button since, gosh, beginning of high school. I tried taking it out the other day just because I was like, oh, come on, like I'm almost 26. I feel like belly button rings are kind of like, I don't know, my younger thing, but it looked weird. My belly button looked, it didn't look complete. So I put it back in. Do I know, let's see. Am I single, married, in a relationship? I am in a relationship, and yes, he does have tattoos. Yeah, Heather, kind of comes with the territory. But, you know, they wanted me to wear a bikini, and I was like, this is enough. This is too much already. Can I stand? Sure, I'll stand. I'm kind of in a weird spot. See, you guys can't even see me. Whenever you're filming with a phone, it's kind of difficult to get angles and things, but here's me. Ta-da! 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 Can't even get my whole body in here, but, oh, my carpet cleaner. Perfect. Yeah, I definitely like getting my legs tattooed. I'm excited to get, this one worked on. But then, like we said earlier, you know, I don't have anything on the back of my legs. It's kind of naked. So maybe I need to do something back there. I don't know. I'm not sure. But, I mean, if you guys follow me on Instagram, you know that I have quite a few. But there is still a lot of space that needs to get filled. But then, you know, there's a lot of people that I feel like fill up space just to fill up space. And I like to take my time a bit with that. Let's see, what else do we have here? What do I think about face tattoos? I don't think I could ever get one. I think there are some ones that are tasteful. There are some ones that I'm like, what the fuck were you thinking? But, you know, who am I to really say what's right or wrong, what's ugly, what's beautiful? Shut up and make me a sandwich. Omar, you fucking shut up and make me a sandwich. Let's see, what else? Hello, Columbus, Georgia. How do I post pictures of my tattoo on your feed? I think that you can just go to my Facebook. Don't go to my personal one, please. I won't accept friend requests on there, I'm sorry, unless I actually know you. But if you go to Jordan Ryder Fans, it's like the fan page. I'm pretty sure you can leave photo comments. I think I have to approve them, but feel free. I read pretty much everything. Also on my Instagram, I try to reply. I read all the comments, truly read them all. Yeah, I'll show my leg tattoos here in a minute. I just sat back down, so. Sure, I can take off my glasses. Ta-da! I was trying to, like, do a schoolgirl thing for Halloween today. I had on the plaid skirt and, like, a white top thing, but it was just too damn much. It just, no. I looked like I was straight off of, like, one of those pre-packaged, like, stripper costume boxes. Nothing against strippers. Did that for a long time, so just saying it was a little too much. Let's see here. Oh, and also, guys, please go follow the Inked Mag Snapchat. I do put a lot of work into there, getting models and artists and coverage for you guys, so just go follow Inked Mag, one word on Snapchat. I usually have people on there every day. If I don't have a girl, it's usually just me, like, killing time, so regardless, there's usually something to watch. Nope, it's not cold out, it's just my nipples. I really do read all the comments, yes. Can I dance? Not really. Which is ironic that I did that as a living. Open your milk. What a gross comment. Thank you. Any more tattoo related questions? Aw, Michelle, yeah, I love the spelling of my name. Oh, God, another person calling me fat. Oh, my God. Thanks. I eat really well. Who is that behind me? I fucking hope no one. Sure. I'll show my arm again. Neat story. Oh, neat story, not really that neat. But my horse, I got it on my grandpa's 80th birthday. We used to have horses together. I would love to have them again. And I'm getting another horse on this arm. My sister has a horse tattoo. I already have one. I'm getting another one. I miss having them, but how long is my waiting list? My waiting list for what? Harley Quinn for Halloween. No, too many people will be Harley Quinn for Halloween. How long did my arm take to get done? You know, I don't know. Whenever I first got it started, my artist at the time, he was still semi-new and wasn't as quick as he is now. Like, this one took, like, 2 hours maybe. Like, it was just really, really, really quick. But am I pregnant? No, I'm not. No, I'm not pregnant. I mean, that'd be a tiny baby. But my arm, see, I'm going off on a tangent. Oh, okay, come back down. My arm, I think the very first session was like 6 hours, something ridiculous. It really should have taken only 3. But, no, I stopped counting the hours. I have no idea. Fat with a PH. Do you have a tattoo on your body? Can you show it? I do have a tattoo on my body. Let's see here. Would you recommend color tattoos? I would. I have several. But my favorites are definitely darker things like this. Everything I have now is pretty bright, but dark is definitely my favorite. No, I would absolutely recommend color, but check out your artist, do your research, go on Instagram and find people that you truly like most of or all of their work. Reach out to people that you know that have gotten work done by those artists. But no, I would definitely recommend color tattoos. Just make sure that they know what they're doing. Y'all let me know if I get lipstick on my teeth. This red is a mess. I got it all over the place. I was basically in the bathroom, like, with a Q-tip trying to clean this up. Who is my favorite tattoo artist that I've dealt with or just being exposed to magazines and stuff? I'm not really sure what that last part was, but my favorite artist, I don't know. I mean, you know what I've really noticed, though? Most of the artists that I like the most are overseas, and I'm not sure I'll ever have the opportunity to get anything from them, but that's definitely on my list. But I don't really have any pure favorites. I respect so many different artists and so many different styles. Sorry, I have to keep going back. I think I saw someone said they had a Beetlejuice sleeve. That's cool. Where did I get my first tattoo? At a little shop back home right next to a high school. It was a tattoo shop / tanning place. That's all you need to know about that one. Let me see. Your artwork is absolutely amazing. Love your personality and your reactions to these crazy comments. Definitely not fat. You should totally be a pinup model. Thank you. And Angela. And I think Angela? Oh, you know, actually, pinup is one of my favorite things. The pinup issue for Inked magazine, a couple Novembers ago, I got to be in it, and that was the coolest experience. I wanted to dress like that every single day. I want to learn how to do the victory rolls. Love that. Love pinup. What's my Snapchat? It is Jordan_Rider. I think all of my social media handles are listed on my Instagram. I don't use Twitter very much. I am on there sometimes, but I mostly just use Instagram. Let's see. Sorry, I'm missing all these comments. Have I thought about becoming a suicide girl? I was approached to be one back in college, but that's back when I was still full-time student, working, and still very, very, very much underneath the control of my parents. And I think it would have been a great opportunity. Suicide Girls is still huge, but at the time I really didn't want to get involved with anything that was semi-nude, mostly nude, just because I have a very healthy fear of my parents. I still do, even as an adult. But no, that's something that I passed up at the time, but I'm not really sure if it's too late for me to do that now. But no, Suicide Girls is cool, but at the time it really wasn't something that I could do. I think I saw something about tattoo cover-ups. I've seen some great ones. My artist that's going to be doing the rest of my sleeve and my back, she loves to do cover-ups. So, but you know, some artists won't do them. Some artists won't touch them. Hello, New Mexico. Is it cold in there? I feel like that's like the main question. Do I date black guys? I'm not opposed. I don't see sex. I don't see race. I don't see any of that. I think if you have a connection with somebody, then that's enough. Do your next tattoo on your right hand. It's looking so blank. I know. I was thinking the exact same thing. But I wasn't sure if I wanted my artist that started my sleeve to do this hand. But no, I think I'm actually going to have someone else do it. I agree. It's like, it's just this terrible cutoff. Oh, thank you, Jennifer. But I'm not sure what I want. What do you guys think? This is almost just such like a muddy tattoo. Like, I don't know. I don't even know what I'd get. Maybe like a flower. I don't know. My most painful tattoo was probably my foot up in my armpit-ish area. That sucked. This wasn't fun. I don't know how people do their entire stomach. Like, props to you. That's mind-blowing. I can feel this all the way down, like, in my toes. No, actually, this is my right hand. I'm a big girl. I know my left and my rights. See, there's this thing called the mirror effect. It switches things. So, no, this is my right hand. Thank you, though, for pointing that out for me. Sometimes I'm kind of dumb. A sunflower. That'd be pretty. I'm thinking maybe more of a rose or some sort of, this sounds like really dark, but like some sort of animal skull, but not black and gray. Like it'd be very like maroons and, oh, see, I've got this idea in my head. It probably sounds terrible out loud, but I don't know. I'm trying to picture it. Let me see. Yeah, tattoos can definitely they can get expensive. Sure. You can see my left arm. This is my left, so I'm not sure if you're meaning my left or your left, but this is my left. My swan. And then I'll show you guys this kind of slowly. It, you know, I've got all kinds of things in here. I mean, I even have little little tiny lightning bugs. People don't usually know that I have those, but they're little butts. Their little butts are all lit up. And then I have some moths and my horse. Lots of roses. I have a lantern with a candle here. A couple more moths. This is my woman with the owl inside the cage. I have another moth right there on my elbow. And my poppy with the dagger going through it. I told you guys, it's seriously, there's so much stuff. And then I have my little ladybug with the gem inside. A lot of this needs to be touched up and cleaned up, but it was my first big piece. Wow, what's with all the mad faces? Because I called someone out. Let's see, what else do we have? Thank you. I do have a lot of moths. I'm really, really, really excited to get my bat done. I'm kind of doing it for, not just for Austin, because if you guys have ever been to Austin or know anything about it, we have a lot of bats. It's kind of a thing here, but getting a bat, well, I don't think the ones we have here are vampire bats, but I'm getting a vampire bat upside down on my leg, and it's going to say, hang in there, with a banner. I think it's going to be my first sort of, like, humorous tattoo. It's going to be super, super American traditional, though. How much money have I spent on tattoos? I don't even want to know. But the thing is, you really can't put a price on, well, most tattoos. Drop the shirt already. Oh my gosh, Jeff, see, there's this thing called, like, My Free Cams where you can go on there, and there's tons of girls, like, fucking themselves for free. I would go do that instead. Let's see, what else do we have? Lower back tats. I don't have any. I am planning on doing my entire back, but no lower back ones. Do you happen to have any quote tattoos? Where and which quotes? I do. I have Let It Be, really small right there. And I also have some really corny ones on my ribcage that I got when I was 18. I'm getting these covered up, by the way. This whole thing's going to be one big cover up, which I might have to get some of it removed first. But it says, "You're forgiven." And then, hold on, let me see if I can, hold on, bear with me. And then it says, don't let life kill you. Like, how cliche. Definitely 18-year-old tattoo. Oh God, I thought, oh, I'm gonna love it forever. It's always gonna be so great. Well, 3 different people actually worked on that. 3 different people. They had to match the font. I don't know why I added to it. It would have been so easy just to cover up this little tiny one, but instead, I decided to cover my entire ribcage. So, high five, Jordan. How does the inside of the bicep feel? I hated it. I am so not ready to do this one. Hated this so much. He worked on my entire arm, and I didn't know at the time that they had numbing cream or numbing spray. So he let me know they had that, and we did it right here in my armpit, and it actually really did help. But you have to start on the skin first to open it up, and then you rub it in and then let it sit. It actually works. I definitely recommend it. Chest piece. No, I'm probably not going to get a chest piece. It's probably out of my, I wouldn't say comfort zone. I don't know. I think that's the one spot, other than like my face, that I'd probably leave alone. Do I own an animal? I do. I have a dog and a cat. They usually make an appearance on here every week. But I'm not sure where they are. I think one might be underneath the bed. Oh, Roberto, I'm in Texas too. Bye. Thanks for stopping by. I'm here every Monday, 1 p.m. All right, I gotta think about this. They wanted me to be on 2 p.m. Eastern time, so we're 1 p.m. Central time here in Texas, I think. Still figuring that out. I'm an adult, I swear. You should have a mushroom haircut. It would suit you a lot. That sounds terrible. Have I heard of Hush Numbing Cream? I have. I've never used it. I'm not sure which kind I used, but definitely willing to try it. Maybe I should reach out to Hush and see if they could send me some samples and I could advertise for it. Who do you think is the best cover-up artist? I don't know. I really haven't researched many. But Annie Frenzel is a really, really good one. She will be working on me this month, so I'm excited. You saw my cat? Yeah, he sneaks around. Hi, I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm sorry. Thigh tats. I do. I do have a couple. I showed them earlier, but I'll go ahead and show you again. I have one there. And, oh, what am I doing? Look, I have one there. Right there. I got this one done for my grandparents. Grandma, Grandpa. This one really doesn't have any meaning. I just really like these Spider Murphy flashes, so I started collecting some from there. That's the same book that this one is from. They've got a lot of Halloween flashes in there, so I really want to get one. Let's see what else. Why do I get tattoos? I just like them. I've always liked them. I don't have any back tattoos yet, but we've started planning it. But I've got a really big back. Like, I'm a wide person, so I mean, I guess we've got a lot of canvas to work with. I don't have any stomach tattoos. I just have, well, I guess this is sort of my stomach. Hi, Erin. I know you. Have I ever done a jumping jack during a live Facebook? Wow. Good one. Clever. Have you ever seen the Tattoo Nightmare show? I have seen that show. I'm going to bring you guys with me for a second. Let's see what time it is. Oh wow, we really haven't been on that long. Just bringing you through my apartment. Nope, none on my lower back. Let's see here. Hello. I'll stand up for a sec. I won't be able to see y'all's questions, but I guess I could stand for a minute. But yes, this is me. Ta-da. Do like getting my legs done a lot. But gotta do the back though. Oops, okay, here we go. How do I pick my tattoos? You know, my first ones were really thought through, but now it's gotten to the point where if I find an artist that I like or find a piece that I like or have an idea, I like to just sort of get it for the work. Okay, my cat is playing with the blinds. Hold on. Come here. This is Ernie. He's a big fat cat. He's not feeling it. What's the hardest color to cover up? I would assume the darker, the more difficult to cover. How tall am I? I'm 5'4.5". And I live in the United States. Oh God, do I have lipstick on my teeth? No, you can't come up here. No, no, no. I did already show a lot of my tattoos already, but if you guys, if you guys want to wait for the feed to be over, you can go back and rewind, and you can see. I did a... Stop! Go mess with your brother. He's really playful right now? No, no. Okay. I'm waiting for him to attack. No. You can't. I'm trying to do something. I'm trying to do something. God. Do I shave? I do shave. Okay. Oh. Really? Okay. It's like having a toddler. He's usually the one, my dog is the one that likes to like play, but Ernie's usually the one that just kind of lays around, but apparently he wants to play today. I do have a boyfriend. I do. Any other questions, guys? Where are y'all from? I'm seeing a lot of languages that I can't read. I didn't read your comment. I'm not sure which comment you left, Joshua. I'm getting a bunch. Am I going to do a chest piece? Probably not. I'm just now getting all the comments about my cat. Oh, thank you. I actually use a curling wand on my hair. My favorite tattoo style. I would have to say American traditional and neo-traditional. On my leg, I know I keep showing my legs and people keep asking. This is my snake woman. She's got her wings, snake body, and face. Here I have, no! Okay, cat's attacking me. Here I have a lighthouse. If you look really close, a lot of people don't notice this, but there's an eye right there. And then you know what I actually realized? I forgot that I got an eye over here too. This one's still healing. It's still going through those phases, but it's just about done. God, I'm missing all these. Oh no. Do I like to get my tattoos done in one sitting? I do, if I can. I hate having unfinished tattoos. Get a dark fairy on my hand. I'm not really into fairies. I've never really been into fairy tattoos. A melted candle for my right hand. I don't know if I have enough room. I kind of have a melted candle in here. It's probably going to be something floral. All of my tattoos have to do with nature, I feel like. They're either animals or flowers or, I mean, even the lighthouse on my leg is like an ocean theme, so that's nature. And it's kind of like the eye from the Lord of the Rings. No, I noticed that. It was very unintentional. Hi, Carlos. Look at this. He's absolutely going crazy. I think my dog's... Oh, vacuum cleaner. Ernie. What are you doing? Oh my God. Yeah, he's... I think my dog's hiding from him right now. He's just crazy. Is one tattoo better than the other? I definitely have tattoos that I like more than others on myself. I think people that have a few tattoos would agree. there are ones that I would not necessarily not do at all, but maybe do differently. Okay, no, there are a couple that I would probably not do at all because I took up valuable space. Your body without tattoos is better. Then why are you on the Ink Magazine Facebook? Everyone on here is going to have tattoos, bro. Thanks, Anthony. Do I go out of Texas to get artwork? I never have. I would love to travel to get some work done. I just, at the time, I really haven't been able to. But no, there's definitely artists that I am a big fan of. I would love to go travel to see. I'm like waiting for my cat to just attack me. Belly tattoos. No belly tattoos other than this one. I guess this is sort of a belly. I call it more of like a sternum, but yeah. That's my poppy. If you look really, really close, there's lots of little tiny dots. Really, really tiny fine lines. One of my favorites for sure. Do I have any tattoos on my chest? No. Oliver Peck is the man. He's in Dallas. Dallas isn't too far from me. It's only about 3 hours. I'm just mostly excited to get tattooed by Annie Frenzel. Go. I don't know how to spell her last name exactly, but if you guys can find her on Instagram, great stuff. Great stuff. How about them Cowboys? I'm a Texans fan. The only football that I really follow are the Texans and the Aggies. That's my alma mater, believe it or not. Sorry, I'm just trying to read these. Do I have any on the back of the legs? I don't. That's what we were talking about earlier. Let's see if I can show all this. The back of my legs are so naked. Ta-da, nothing. I need to start working out again. See, that bruise is still there, though. Wait, where'd it go? Hold on, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Okay, maybe it's getting better. Good. Well, I had a huge bruise. Guess I could do a little standing again. Cannot see your questions at all. Way too far away. Terrible dance. I don't know what that was. Let's see here. Hi, Danielle, or Daniel. I can't tell. Oh yeah, I do have a triangle. This is done by Nico Hurtado, actually. Huge famous artist. We met here in Austin, both got very, very, very intoxicated and decided that it would be a good idea to tattoo me in a hotel room while we were both very drunk. Amazing, world-renowned artist, and I got this. He's supposed to come back and we're going to touch it up, but I don't know if I want to touch it up. It's kind of it's a memory. It means a lot. It's not very good, but it was still fun. Let's see here. Oof. Guys, I've got to start working out. This should be like that. Oh. What was the longest you sat in a chair? I think the longest is probably about 6 hours, which it really should have only been 3. He was still sort of working on his skills, I guess. My weirdest tattoo. I wouldn't really say I have a weird one. I guess they're all pretty basic. Thanks, Nelson. People always ask me if I have children, when I would, or how I would feel about them getting tattoos. Definitely have to wait till they're 18. And I really, truly do want to, like, not necessarily tell them, like, what they should get is good or bad, but I do want to approve of it, just because I've made mistakes with ones I got when I was 18, and I'm gonna tell them, trust me, don't waste that valuable space because you might hate that later. How much have I spent on tattoos? I have no idea. I don't want to know. How much do I charge for one night? Really? Does this person really think that I'm a prostitute? Okay, bye. Let's see here. I think it's funny that people keep calling boobs bobs. Let me see your bobs. Any back pieces? Not yet, but definitely in the works. We've got it all figured out. Just not sure when. I'm going to be spending a lot of money on tattoos these next upcoming months. And then it's also the holidays, so gotta buy gifts. So money's going to be a little tight. I'm 25. I'll be 26 on November 5th. Speaking of gifts, bringing this up again. Guys, go to the ink shop. Use the code RIDER20 and you can get 20% off your purchase. Which tattoo hurt the most? Probably my sternum and my foot. My elbows kind of suck too. Am I going to do tattoos in my 50s and 60s? As in, would I get them done in my 50s and 60s? I don't see why not. I've known people that have gotten tattoos way into their 50s. Yep, RIDER20, that's the code. Would I ever get some work done by Kat Von D? Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of her work. It's not really my style. I think it would be an honor. It'd be really cool to have something by her, but I don't think it's something that I would set up and wait for and plan for. It's just not really my style. She's more into portraits and things, which she's amazing at. I'm not sure that I would ever get one. Yeah, the foot was not fun. Sorry guys, I've got the sun doing some weird things back here, so it's getting really bright. Does anyone know how long this has been going? I need to watch gotta watch the time. I should wear a watch. Okay, I think we're just about done actually, guys. Someone asked me to remove my shades, but I definitely am not wearing shades. Did the dagger on your shin hurt? You know, honestly, I would rather get my legs done more than my arms. It wasn't too bad. I don't mind getting my legs done at all. I mean, there's a couple parts that are a little tender, but not bad. Sure, I'll show my sleeve one more time. I'm about done though, so you will be able to go back and rewatch it, but I'll show it kind of slowly one more time. I never know what to do whenever I'm showing this. It's so quiet. This never got finished. We kind of just left it. But I do have a lot of stuff. Lots of stuff. We kind of just kept covering. I actually did have a different background on my sleeve, but I wasn't a big fan of the idea in the first place, and so we ended up covering it all, filling it all in with black, which is why my arm is literally covered in a lot of stuff. Back of the leg hurts worse than the shin, I'm sure, and I don't have any on the back of my legs yet, so not looking forward to that. New York City, I love New York. I've only been once. I'd love to go back. Don't forget, guys, because I'm getting off pretty soon. That is my Instagram. Take a screenshot and go follow me. I am here every single Monday, but if you happen to miss it, 1 p.m. Central Time, you can always go back and rewatch it. You may have to scroll down quite a bit, but it is there, I promise. Have I ever been to Canada? I have not. One of my best friends is from Canada. At what age did you get your first tattoo? 18. Dallas, Texas. I'm here in Austin, not too far. Alright, I'll answer one more question, if it's one that I haven't answered yet. Languages I can't read. Emojis. Thank you everyone that's sharing this video. That means a lot too. Sharing is everything. I know I'm not the most entertaining, but still, it's really fun to talk to you guys every week. Nope, I'm not really seeing any questions I haven't answered yet. Cat's still going crazy. What video games do I play? I actually don't. I've never really been a video game nerd. But, how do I pick my tattoos? A lot of it just either comes from inspiration, or if I have, flash books that I like, I'll pick something out of there, which I always told myself I would never pick something like out of a book or off of a wall, but I do think that there are exceptions in some cases. But you guys, my time is up. Don't forget to give me a follow, and I will see you next week. Bye.